never taken seriously, until now. In a recent episode on Lex Friedman's podcast with Mark Zuckerberg, reality set in as Mark Zuckerberg blew away all expectations.
The following is a conversation with Mark Zuckerberg inside the metaverse. Mark and I are hundreds of miles apart from each other in physical space, but it feels like we're in the same room because we appear to each other as photorealistic codec avatars in 3D with spatial audio. This technology is incredible, and I think it's the future of how human beings connect to each other in a deeply meaningful way on the internet.
Using some facial scans and some experimental headsets, it became clear to everyone that VR is getting scarily realistic. Whilst this was only a tech demo, the new technology is able to transmit detailed facial expressions data in real time. These are overlaid onto a 3D model, giving seamless photorealism to what used to be a cartoonish joke. And it's just the latest of a whole warehouse of Pandora's boxes that the tech industry has been opening. From ChatGPT preparing for full AI integration with smartphones, to Meta's new smart glasses and headsets, we are standing on the precipice of a holographic future. The biggest recent development is obviously the new technology that was shown off in the podcast. It was conducted completely as VR avatars, with a split screen showing each layer of it. First, the reality of Zuckerberg and Friedman wearing VR headsets and headphones, then the 3D imaging facial scan, and finally the accurate real-time VR image they were both seeing. To say it's an upgrade is a massive understatement. Meta went from these goofy looking uncanny valley characters to nearly photorealism. But how did they make the jump so quickly, and why didn't they make a bigger deal out of this? Well, we're still a little way off of seeing this as a consumer product. According to Zuckerberg, the scans took hours using a specialized machine at Meta's offices. And even then, they only really captured the head and the shoulders. The arms, torso, and the rest are a little bit trickier and seemingly out of reach for now. But if technology has proven anything, it's that once you see these sorts of things in tech demos, it won't be long before we see them in reality. Computers the size of a room shrunk down to a small box in barely a decade, while getting more powerful by an order of magnitude. And it won't be long before you can spend a couple of minutes scanning yourself with a smartphone, then use this technology straight afterwards. And the uses for this technology are almost infinite, and they aren't all insidious, but they do seem wrong in some way. Lots of people are discussing the possibility of bringing back the dead as digital avatars. Using AI models of their personality, combined with this technology, would create a realistic visage that could speak as that person. With a decent scan, you could talk to anyone, from your own lost loved ones to the greatest figures from history. It's an unsettling idea.